Hey, yo, what is gaming players? It's your boy Desmond Sharpman back out here on this Madden NFL 21 franchise mode, and we are back with another 1 o'clock game. We have 2 more 1 o'clock games to go. We have this matchup we're about to do now, and then we have another one coming up in Miami, where the Bills take on the Dolphins, and that will be the last 1 o'clock game, and then we will finally get to the 4 o'clock schedule, which is only 3 games. Then we got the Sunday game in Seattle, then the Monday game in Las Vegas. So we still got a lot of more games to go. So before we get underway, let's take a look at the results. If you have not seen the rest of the episodes for week 2, make sure to go check it out. And if you haven't seen week 1 yet, as you know, we already did that. If you haven't seen it, make sure to go check that out as well, so you will not miss anything else that has been going on during this regular season. So as you can see, we have 2 more 1 o'clock games to go. Then we have 3 good games in the late afternoon schedule. We got the football team against the Cardinals, Chiefs, Chargers, and then Ravens, Texans. Then, as I said, the Sunday night game in Seattle, and then the Monday game in Las Vegas. Now, let's go ahead and get underway. One of these teams will go to 1-1 on the new season. And Kirk Cousins, let's see what he can do this time, because last game against the Packers, he threw 7 interceptions. But as you saw from Aaron Rodgers in the last episode, he did better. He knew he did not want to throw any more interceptions, because you know the Lions are not pretty good on defense against Rodgers. And the Packers ended up winning that last matchup. So let's see what happens now. Will Kirk Cousins bounce back? Or will Phillip Rivers bounce back? Let's see what happens.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Colts taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Look at those stats from T.Y. Hilton. 3 touchdowns against the Jags, but they lost.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate.
Alright, so the Colts, they're going to kick it off to the Vikings to start it. So that means we will see Kirk Cousins come onto the field first. He really needs to bounce back off those 7 interceptions he threw against the Green Bay Packers.
This should be a fun one. The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his 3rd year wearing purple, 9th year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there.
Here's Dalvin Cook. And Dalvin Cook with huge yardage. And he gets to the 38-yard line with a first down.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 14 yards, picking up the first.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
And here's Cousins, and no one's open. And that's incomplete.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football.
Here's Cook again. And he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So now third down.
Cousins from the gun on third.
Cousins. And that one's complete to the rookie Justin Jefferson. And he'll get this one across to the 49-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now from Colts territory, here's a
Right, so first and 10 for the Vikings.
Cousins gives
Cook.
it to Cook. And he's going to get this one.
And he'll get this one to the 45 with a gain of 4.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 10 carries, 58 yards.
How about we shot a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for
Cook again.
And able to push forward for right
And
about
he'll push this one to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
third and short yardage.
Cousins. And that one is dropped. He was looking for the tight end, Cal Rudolph. And that brings up fourth down.
Those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands.
So the Vikings, they're going to punt it away.
And absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So here comes the Colts offense, led by Phillip Rivers. And look at those stats from Rivers. 3 touchdown passes with only 5 interceptions. And you know he's not going to have no issue because he didn't throw a lot of interceptions. He only threw just 5, but his team still stayed in the ball game. So
You might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
and here's Marlon Mack. And he'll get this one up to the 11-yard line.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second,
Mack on second down.
and strong running there.
And he'll get this one up to the 16-yard line.
It'll be a gain of
So now third down for the Colts.
shy of the first down marker.
Vikings looking to get a stop. Here's Mack. And he's got a first down at the 19.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10.
A big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some
Rivers.
and if you have to punt after that,
And that one is tipped and incomplete.
And avoided a 3.
Great defense by Devin Garnett to knock that one down.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give.
Here's Mack.
And he'll be taken down.
And he'll get this one up to the 20-yard line with only a yard.
whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On third down, Rivers.
And that one is dropped.
The coverage.
Jack Doyle, he would have had it, but he ended up dropping it. So now 4th down for the Colts.
Contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the Colts now, they're going to punt it.
This is a rocket.
So Joshua Allen on the return. And Allen, look at him go. And he gets this one past midfield to the 48.
4 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st
Here's
down.
Cook.
Make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and
And
manageable.
he'll get this one to the 47 with a gain of 2 yards.
Get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Cousins, no one's open, and he fumbles the football. And the Colts pick it up. Justin Houston is off to the races. He's gone for the touchdown.
Return. Touchdown. Indianapolis. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice.
So here's the extra point. And the extra point is good. And the Colts lead 7-0 on the Vikings. Not a good start there for Kirk Cousins. He had the 7 interceptions last game, and now he has a fumble now in this one. So this one, he's going to take a knee for a touchback.
Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession.
So now the Vikings are back out there for their next possession. And after the fumble, they know they don't want to do that again.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by
And Cook.
Dalvin Cook. And he'll be up.
And he'll take this one to the 28.
Just a 3-yard gain.
With only a 3-yard gain.
Tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker gets another one there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Cousins blitz, and he's sacked.
This one is down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the
So 7-0 Colts at the end of the first quarter.
right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple of weeks.
So now the second quarter is set to begin. 3rd and 13 for the Vikings.
Play action now.
Cousins throws. Adam Thielen. And that's incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early.
That was great defense by the Colts. So now the Vikings are going to punt it.
Scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play.
And this one's going to be returned. And he's going to get out of bounds at the 45.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They've got good starting field position as they
But that one was only by 2 points. Now here's Matt. And he'll get this one to the 40-yard line. Nice carry there by Marlon Mack.
Good for 15 and a 1st down.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019, and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
first down.
Rivers, and he's sacked.
Back near midfield at the 49. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Daniil Hunter, he picks up the sack.
Watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy
Rivers, no one's open. And he's sacked again. Daniil Hunter with his second sack. His 5th on the season.
Go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Rivers, he throws. And that one's caught. And he's got a first down.
He's inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion from Viking territory now.
Well, they shouldn't have.
As they're down to the 29-yard line.
Rivers, and that's incomplete.
Defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the line.
Rivers, no one's open, and he fumbles. And the Vikings were the Vikings didn't pick it up. The Colts were able to get it.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them.
It sure is. So now 3rd and 22.
But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession.
Rivers throws. And that one is complete. And that's going to be a Colts first down. Jack Doyle with a huge catch for 27 yards. Now, I don't know how the Vikings left him wide open because that really makes no sense. Because you just allowed the second time they were at 3rd and long and you couldn't get a stop.
Jonathan Coachman, he'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular
Rivers,
season.
that one is complete. Campbell with the catch for a gain of 9.
Right at a yard. Brings up from the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Rivers, no one's open. Oh, now he's going to throw it. And that's caught for the Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal with his first touchdown on the season.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions.
And you saw that the Vikings left him wide open there.
That meant fly route.
That is no excuse. No excuse for leaving him that wide open. So the extra point is up and good. And the Colts lead 14-0. The Vikings are in trouble. Uh-oh. Because I thought Kirk Cousins was going to do something after those 7 interceptions he threw with only 1 touchdown, but he still doesn't got a touchdown yet.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
So the Vikings will take over at their 25-yard line.
At their own 25. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something.
Cousins. And that one's caught to Kyle Rudolph. And just like that, the Vikings are across midfield.
Pretty offense versus his own defense. Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and finish.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Cousins. And that's incomplete. He threw it to absolutely no one there. But even though he was going to Adam Thielen, nobody was there.
So he went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. Cousins, and he gets sacked. Justin Houston.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now after the sack, Cousins in the
3rd and 18. Cousins, and he's gonna throw this one away. So that's gonna be incomplete, and now 4th down again. So once again, the Vikings just can't get nothing on track.
He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one's gonna go out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how it.
And here's Matt.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And the Colts, they're gonna take one of their timeouts. So it seems like they're gonna get a chance to try to get into field goal range so they can get a field goal. Rivers, and that's incomplete.
With just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Now I believe that they should go for a quick pass here and a quick timeout. Rivers, and he throws, and that's caught to T.Y. Hilton. And they got what they needed. They got into field goal range with only 1 second remaining on the clock.
So with 1 second left in the half.
So the Colts, they're going to go for the field goal. 59 yards. And it's short. And no good. So the Colts up 14 at the half.
It's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2.
Up next, we finished the 1 o'clock schedule when the Buffalo Bills head to Miami to take on the Miami Dolphins. Then we start the 4 o'clock schedule. We got the Washington football team heading to Glendale, Arizona to take on Tyler Smith and the Cardinals.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's the veteran Philip Rivers who's up to his old tricks. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone.
All right, so we are back in Indy. 14-0 Colts with the lead. It's been heartbreaking for the Vikings. They still were unable to get a touchdown that whole first half. We're going to see what happens in the second half.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one.
So Rodgers will take a knee for a touchback as the Colts offense heads back out there.
Start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
Here's Marlon Mack.
For some change-ups, we're going to see him when we kick it.
And he gets it to the 26-yard line with a gain of a yard, however.
You know, it's not just all athleticism criticism from defensive linemen, let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them.
Rivers. And that one's caught. And he's got a Colts first down.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Catch made by Pascal for the first down. He did have a touchdown earlier in the game.
A first down throw here for Rivers.
Rivers finds Pascal again for another Colts first down.
Gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. From Viking territory now. They'll come on 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rivers to throw it.
Rivers, no one's open. He's sacked.
They sack him back at the 42. Daniil Hunter.
Daniil Hunter with his 3rd sack on the season, on the game, and 6th on the season.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Rivers, deep shot. T.Y. And great defense there. Great defense to knock that one down. They got so lucky that they would have allowed a big play downfield.
Once again on the last play.
3rd and long for Rivers.
Rivers, he's going to throw it. And that's caught. Jack Doyle. Are you kidding me? That's going to be another Colts first down.
Real let down defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversions.
That is the 3rd time that they have allowed that on 3rd and very long.
Play fake to Mack. Now Rivers.
Rivers throws. Doyle. And that one is complete. Wow.
He does take it all the way to the 2.
Minnesota's defense is getting trolled. They are getting trolled and they don't know what to do.
2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes.
Mack. And he pushes this one to the 1-yard line. And if you're the Vikings, it's not looking good for you guys. And Mack, he's going to get in for the Colts touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it too, because
So the extra point is up and it's good. And the Colts lead 21-0.
you get that extra push from your own fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
So the Colts set the kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it in the
And this one is not going to be returned. This one will be a touchback.
bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense, who needs to do something.
The question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination.
He's already got a fumble in this game, and it's not looking well. His team has already been struggling all day long, and they still haven't got anything. Cousins, and that one's complete to Adam Thielen.
See if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Cousins on first down.
Cousins, and that one is dropped and incomplete.
That one, it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's
Cousins, and he's going to find Dalvin Cook for a first down.
Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
The coach is not happy over there on the sideline. His team's already down 21-0, and he's arguing with Joshua Allen. Here's Cook, and he gets this one to the 39-yard line. First down, Vikings.
McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move.
Oh, blitz coming, and he's sacked.
Down he goes.
How did nobody block? Now it's 2nd and 18. See, this is the issue. Nobody blocked him, and he just came straight through to sack him. That is absolutely ridiculous. It's not looking good for the Vikings because they're down 21. They need 3 scores if they want to get back into it. Cousins, and that's incomplete. So the struggles continues for Cousins and the rest of the Vikings offense.
Third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Cousins, he's going to throw it. And that's incomplete. He was going for a big play down the field. But now 4th down coming up. And they're going to have to go for it here. They got no choice. Cousins, he's going to throw it again. And that one is dropped as well. So it's going to be a turnover on downs.
That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. We've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to
Here's Mac.
win the game or win the game.
And with that, guys, you already know that this game is over. This game is completely over. So the Colts, all they can do now is just chew the clock. Because the Vikings, they haven't been stopping them all game long. And it's been disappointing. It's been disappointing to see.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Rivers on 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 for Rivers. And that one's incomplete. Wow. So as soon as I say that, the Vikings might have a chance. Well, maybe not, because all that running the football that the Colts did, I'm not sure if they're going to have any chance to get 3 scores in 3 minutes. That is just impossible.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive.
Here's Dalvin Cook. And Dalvin Cook was with some space. And he gets it to the 40-yard line.
Also going for a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play.
Cousins, he throws, and that's incomplete. He just threw it straight out of bounds.
They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd.
It's just been a whole struggle for this Vikings offense. No wonder they struggled against the Packers. They're struggling again. Cousins, and that one's incomplete. So the struggles continues. My goodness. Third and 10.
This is 3rd and 10.
Cousins, and that one is intercepted. Christopher Jones, and that's a pick 6 for the touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception.
Yo, oh my gosh. See, this is the issue. Adam Thielen didn't even look. He did not even look for the ball. As soon as he threw it, he was like, where's the ball at? It's right in front of you, man. And the Colts extend their lead. So with that, Kirk Cousins has now 8 interceptions on the season, which is not good because he's getting close to the double-digit mark. He's getting close to that double-digit mark. Oh my goodness. The struggles continues for the Vikings. So now it's 28-0.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way.
Vikings headed back out there.
You can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
It has. It's just been a whole struggle. Cousins again. And that one is complete. Kyle Rudolph with the catch for a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
I mean, they have no choice but not to get the playoff, because this has been a strugglish game all game long.
First and 15. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
So 1st and 15 for Cousins. And that one is dropped. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. I don't know what is going on in the mind of the coach, but he has got to do something, because this has been a struggle. Cousins. And that one is caught. And with that, they just got no time. They just got no more time. So 3rd and 10, they need to get a first down if they want to have any chance to avoid this shutout. Cousins. And that one is incomplete. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. So 4th and 10, and they've got to go for it. They've got no choice. Cousins, deep shot, and that's incomplete. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Like this has been a struggle all game long. So with that, the game is over. Here's Marlon Mack as the Colts get ready to chew this clock and get out of here with a victory, because they have been super impressive. Here's Mack again, and look at the edge that Mack has, and he gets this one to the 40-yard line. The Colts for Indianapolis should be super happy, because this Colts team, they're gonna get ready to celebrate, because this has been a monstrous performance on offense and on defense. And we knew for a second that they was going to bounce back off that loss to Jacksonville. Rivers, he's going to try to throw it. Oh, he's going to run with it. And he's going to get out of bounds. You know that Rivers don't want to fumble the football, so he decided to take off with it. Rivers finds T.Y. Hilton. And that's going to be a first down clincher. And that is going to be the clinch game right there. That is going to be the clinch. That is going to be the clincher. And they have got no choice but to kneel. So guys, that is it. The Indianapolis Colts, they bounced back off a 2-point loss against the Jacksonville Jaguars. They come into their home stadium and put the absolute beat down on the Minnesota Vikings. It has been a struggle for that Vikings team all game long. And with that, the Colts will be going to 1-1 on the young season, while the Vikings dropped to 0-2.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Indianapolis, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
Oh my gosh, now they in trouble now.
Entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.
Oh no. Minnesota, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Because week 3 is heading their way, and they've got Christopher Parsons and that Tennessee Titans team. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do that. Because if they end up struggling against them, I don't know if they're gonna get anywhere. But anyways, the Colts will be 1-1, being back at home as D Sharp and the Jets head to Indy against the Colts. While the Vikings, they have to go back home to try to somehow get a victory as they take on the Tennessee Titans, which might be a struggle for them, but we'll see when we get there. Well, with that, we're going to get set for the very last 1 o'clock game. We've got the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Tua, he's making his home debut for the Dolphins. He had a huge debut game against the Patriots, putting up 2 touchdowns, but the Dolphins ended up losing by a point. So they have a chance to bounce back. And the Bills, they even lost in a close game to the Jets. They have a chance to bounce back. If you're ready for that one, hit that like button. Make it splash on that like button.